When I get a scallop craving, my go-to is cauliflower.
Wow, cauliflower, that's surprising.
I know, isn't that something? I mean, and when I get a clams craving, a fried clam craving, my go-to is oyster mushrooms.
Interesting. Welcome back to our channel. This is Meatless Mondays with Asantua and Dr. Myra. How you doing today?
Hey, daughter.
So please remember, hey mom. So please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss anything. We have some juicy things in store, so you don't want to miss it. What is your cauliflower and mushroom journey?
Well, you remember the first video that we started? I talked about how I get these cravings as a vegan.
Yes.
I get these meat cravings, and two of my cravings are for scallops and clams, fried clams. I know. Well, I grew up in Massachusetts.
Okay.
My dad fished all the time, and he would take us out to, I think it might have been Revere or somewhere, where we would go and we would dig for clams. And I fell in love with them. I fell in love with scallops. So when I get a scallop craving, my go-to is cauliflower.
Wow, cauliflower, that's surprising.
I know, isn't that something? I mean, and when I get a clams craving, a fried clam craving, my go-to is oyster mushrooms.
Interesting.
Right. So today we're going to share my go-to recipe for both of them, which is one. It's an Indian recipe. It's
which I love to go to Indian restaurants and order this on the menu, by the way.
Yes. And not all Indian restaurants have this. Well, they have the dish, but I can't eat everybody's.
Not all is gluten-free.
Not all is gluten-free, right? And it's called Pakora. Okay? And Pakora is like a fritter. It is a fritter, and it's usually made with chickpea flour. So we're going to show you how to create it. Of course, you're going to need a bag of chickpea flour, water. Let's see, what else do I use?
Seasonings.
Yeah, different seasonings, including dill, onion powder. My go-to, of course, is Italian seasoning, and definitely turmeric. Turmeric, and if you don't have turmeric and you have curry, you can use that. Turmeric is in curry, or curry is in turmeric. But you know, turmeric is a big one, and anything else that you want to put in it. Pakora can be all kinds of, made from all kinds of things, all kinds of vegetables, all kinds of other things. But I just use, when I'm having the cravings, I go for the cauliflower. I put onion powder, turmeric, red pepper flakes, dill, and some Italian seasoning. Oh, and I used some coconut amino with water. Just water. That's it. Just water. And I want it about the consistency of porridge. Okay. Our pan is almost hot enough to start cooking. I used vegetable oil this time, but I've used grapeseed oil. I've used anything that is light, a light oil, something that can take a high heat, and something that has no trans fats.
That's important.
Yes. So, and the two tools that I love the most when I'm doing this is something called a spider, and that's to take it out of the pan once it's cooked enough, once it's fried. And then the other is a set of tongs, and that's what I use to put it in the pan with. So, and I have no issues with mixing the vegetables. So, okay.
Put that in the pan. Like, tilt it roll. No. So you can see it, how it looks.
So this is how it looks inside the batter. And sometimes I'll make a number of vegetables. I'll use a number of vegetables. Thank you, Asantua. I'll use a number of vegetables, but because I'm getting my scallop craving fulfilled, thank you, and my fried clam craving fulfilled, I'm only using the mushrooms and the cauliflower. So you coat it up, Some people use some other breadcrumbs if they want on top of this, but there's no need to be honest. And then I just drop it in the pan, gently, of course. And then because the mushrooms are shredded, you'll kind of take a few pieces of it, yeah, at a time, and put it in gently, of course, again. And then you just keep repeating. And then what you're going to have ready is a plate or some sort of flat surface with either paper towel on it to absorb the excess oil, or parchment paper, which is fine. And then if you're into salt, I usually salt mine down as soon as it comes out. And I'm going to turn this down. You're not going to know exactly how it's going to take until you fry the first batch. So now this is when the spider comes in handy. On it, we're at the bottom of the pan.
Finished product.
Yum, yum, yum! And whatever vegetables you want to use, a bag of chickpea flour, now you can get it in the supermarket. You don't have to go to a health food store. You can get the chickpea flour in the supermarket. I use the whole bag. and that'll feed a family, and you'll have enough left over for tomorrow or for the next day, so that you can have it for lunch or for dinner again with a different side dish. And whatever seasonings you love, you just should make sure you have turmeric or curry, which is a very Indian.
And that's a really good anti-inflammatory. It's also good for the immune system, which we are trying to build up, especially around now.
Yeah, definitely around now. I mean, eat as much turmeric as possible, and that's a way to get it in.
And it's tasty. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope that you try it. Please remember to comment below if you end up trying it. Feel free to reach out to us on Instagram and show us pictures of how it came out. Please remember to also like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss anything. Please also remember to head over to Asanto and Zing on my other YouTube channel and check out those videos and do the same.
And remember, peace, love, and vegan eating.